Hello, hello, hello. I am She Delight, your spiritual reader. I hope everyone is doing well today. Happy Father's Day to all you guys out here and some others that live the life of being taken to, doing both for for their children as a father and a mother. First and foremost, if anyone is suicidal or know someone that's suicidal, please dial 988. If anyone that has that's in an abusive relationship or being abused, if you know someone, please dial 1-800-799-7322. The number is in my main description box, so you will be able to find it there. I want to tell you guys that I had a wonderful day. It was very, very peaceful, very enlightening. I did something today that was very rare, and I actually liked it. Basically, supporting others. Okay, I don't. I'm gonna pull a card and see from my playing cards, my old cards, to see what we're gonna do today. Okay, what we're gonna be talking about. Yes, I already said my prayer, and I did the shuffles. I don't even know why I'm still shuffling, but this is what I do at times. Yes. And thank you. Thank you. I'm only going to pull one. We got the Eight of Hearts. Okay, the Eight of Hearts. Give me two more, please. Thank you. Hold on for a second, please. Okay, I'm back. Where was I? I got the Eight of Hearts, the Six of Diamonds, and the Six of Clubs. Well, this is exactly what I expected. You guys are moving on with your life and leaving some things behind, people, places, and things behind. And the reason for that is because they didn't reciprocate the same energy to you that you were giving to them. They were trying to breadcrumb you. And you had enough. You had enough. You at a crossroad right now. Well, you were at a crossroad. And you're making some great decisions in your life. Wow, here's the crossroad card here too. Confirmation. You're making some great decisions, and I'm going to leave this card right here too as well. Yeah. You just do it. You surrender. I was about to say you were going to throw your towel in. You surrendered. You was like, enough is enough. I'm done. You threw your hands up and like, I'm done. You did all what you could do, and you tired. As well as this person that you were dealing with, they see that you tired. 24 is 6, and we got 2 6s, which is 3 6s. Yeah. And here it is. We have the Page of Swords and the Moon card on the end. You tired of the secrets. You ain't got time for it. You moving on with yourself, and you got you doing something new in your life. You ain't got time for it. Uh-oh. For some reason, these cards don't want to act right tonight, but it's okay. Happy birthday to all the Geminis. Cancer's rolling in too as well. Some people out here were trying to do a lot of undercover magic, but they didn't realize that you had the juice all along. You is the magical person, you was the magical unicorn. Right. Y'all was the magical unicorn. They thought they was, but you was the delight. You was the chosen one. The magic they thought they was doing, they backfired on their behind. I told you it backfired because now they burdened. They burdened because of what they tried to do to you. And it didn't work. Now they have you burdened with the problems. They at a crossroad now. So let me get a couple cards, please. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, cards up, right? Thank you. I need a couple more, please. Two more, please. Well, actually three. Please and thank you. One more. Well, since this one's trying to come out, I'm going to take this. This deck is upside down, but it's okay. Make sure you can see this. Well, like I said, you guys are walking away from something, somebody, a person, place, a thing. It could be a job or whatever it might be. You was at a crossroad with it, and you said, "But enough is enough." You tired of it, you know, and you reach your turning point. And here it is. You have a lot of different directions, a lot of different options in your life. You know, somebody tried to breadcrumb you. You know, they tried to take away your promotion. They tried to take away your joy, your peace, your happiness. They even tried to take away the love that you have, you know, for yourself by trying to underhand underhand you and thinking you wasn't going to see that. You know, like I said, you surrendered. You was like, enough is enough. I'm not about to tolerate this anymore. You know, like I said, that you were they try to do magic against you. Because listen, this card is an M. I don't know what M. If M is for you, it could be somebody start with an M or whatever. But I keep hearing Mary. I heard Mark. I'm hearing Martha. I'm even hearing, that's crazy because these names is my siblings' names, but it has nothing to do with me. I'm hearing Major. Wow. Michael. Wow. Okay. But like this card says, using power, a charming person, unseen forces. This person was trying to do some magic on you. And they didn't know that you was the magical unicorn. They didn't know that you shine bright like a diamond. You know, they didn't know that you were beautiful, you were handsome on the inside and outside, and you were genuine. But they did that to themselves. And by they did this to you, they are going to reap what they have sown. Definitely. I'm going to need this card here. They're going to definitely, and here we go. We got the 7 of Pentacles. They definitely going to reap what they sow in a negative perspective. But I'm going to share this with you before I go any further. I was talking to one of my children. I don't know if it was it was earlier today. My days is kind of off, you guys, so bear with me. I was talking to one of my children this morning, and we was having a mutual conversation, and she shared some things with me. And like I was telling her, I said, you know what? The things that's transpiring, don't be frustrated about it, even though it might hurt some, what things that go on. But the Most High is removing things out your life because you holding on to things. If you hold on to something or someone that is not supposed to be in your life, the Most High is going to remove them for you, whether you like it or not. Is it going to hurt? Yes, it is. And I said, I was sharing with her that you have to let go things that does not serve you. And no matter how long you have had an item in your life, it could be a car, it could be some jewelry, it could be clothes or furniture. No matter how long you had it, and the Most High trying to get you to get rid of it because He want to give you greater things, and you still hold on to it. The Most High remove it out your life, for you, because He know that the Most High have greater things for you, So, but on this case, my daughter car had broke down on her, and not to be putting her business out in the air, but it is what it is, her car broke down on her, and I was been telling her for a while now, you need to go ahead and get you another car, get you a new car. But she didn't have this car for so many years. But she said to me, Mommy, I had told you prior before that I need to get rid of this car because I was connected with another my child's father, and he carried bad spirits, so I need to get rid of this car anyway, and I wanted to. She said, but I wasn't ready to get rid of it because she didn't have the funds at the time to be able to get her another car. Well, the car broke down on her the other night, and everything just fell out from up under the car. She said, I can't remember what was it. So she said, Mommy, I don't call nobody, ask nobody to do nothing for me. I do it on my own, this, another. And I said, that's good. That's good that you do it on your own. You're very independent. You're very wise. I said, but everybody is not in your life to aid and assist you in any kind of way. They only want what you have, and you can give them everything that you got. Because you high vibration, they always inviting you to in functions and events because you're very hyper. You're the hype person. You're very loving. You make everybody smile when you walk in a room. It's just like a beautiful rainbow. The storm that passed over. I said, you got your mama's energy on. So of course, these people, when you need them, they ain't gonna never be there for you, whether they family or friends. So I understand why you stay back by yourself. I said, but like right now, I said, the Most High been trying to get you to get rid of this car. So since you was still holding on to it, He wants you to step out on faith and trust the process. You cannot put the Most High source in a small mailbox. Like this box that I get on my this little chest. The Most High is bigger than this. The universe is bigger than this. Source is way bigger than this. But everybody want a mailbox God. Everybody want a microwave God. The things that abracadabra, there it is. Which it can be possible, but not that small. Because you think small, that's what you retrieve. So I was sharing that with her. She said, Mommy, you right. And I said, well, just to let you know, greater things is about to happen in your life. And everybody that's trying to, I said, those that you smile and you talk to and you genuine to that individual, those people, they talk behind your back. I said, but the Most High is about to bless you in front of all your enemies. So I'm saying this, I said that to say to you guys, as long as you continue on staying positive and doing what you're supposed to do, lavishing love, and no matter how somebody treats you, don't you treat them the way they treat you. Just walk away. Just like the Eight of Hearts, and that Eight of Hearts is the Eight of Cups in the deck. So just walk away. Leave it behind. Just walk away and live your merry way. I know it's going to be hard for some of you guys to walk away, and don't look back. Just like number 6. You go into calmer waters. You go into a calmer, relaxed place. You're going to keep your peace. And ain't nobody, of course, somebody going to try, because the sword came out in reverse, but the Spirit told me to take everything upright. The Spirit, even just like the sword, It's the truth. You're definitely going somewhere in a calmer place, and mentally, physically, emotionally, and financially. You just had to walk away from this. And even though that while you're walking away and you leaving, you know, it's going to hurt. Don't get me wrong. Don't think. And some of you guys, it might not hurt, but you're going to be okay. And the Spirit going to make sure you're right. You got to get your mental state back where it need to be, because those people was in your life, including that job, it was dealing with your mental state. It was taking your mental state away from you, and you were getting far, not totally too far, but you was getting far away from your purpose in life. So you have to stay focused on where you at. And now, right now, for some of you guys, and I'll say 70% of you guys are in a space that you identify what's really going on, and you realize that you was being breadcrumb, and you was like, hold on, wait a minute. I see what you're doing, even though you're not verbally speaking that, but you walking away. You walking away from all of that. You went on about your business. You just like, I'm gone. I ain't got time for that. So, and for those that tried to breadcrumb you, and you was giving your all to them, you said you done. You threw your hands up. You just surrendered. You was like, I give up. I did all that I can. I tried to do the best thing I can for you, or them, or your job. Because sometimes your jobs don't appreciate your time or your service. It's time for you to move on. So at this point now, in your life, you realize that who got the juice? You do. You got the juice. You got the magic. You are that unicorn. And all those people that try to put you in, put you down, and try to dig a hole for you, they should have dug one for themselves, because the hole that they dug for you is the hole that they're going to fall in. And that's what the divine has said. The hole that they dug for you is the hole that they're going to fall in themselves, because their intentions wasn't good. They were trying to manipulate your mind. They were trying to take you off focus of what your purpose was in life. They took advantage of the kindness that you were giving them, and to even on the job. And they mistreated you, and they should have never done that. So they did all of this, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating. You're going to get your breakthroughs. You're going to be calm. You're going to be moving to a different direction. You ain't going to look back, because this person got their head to the back, and these people that's in the front, they got their head covered. They protected, and they ain't worried about nothing that's behind them, because they moving on. And you notice the water is just so calm. Y'all are going to have a peace of mind. Y'all about to transition into this wonderful, sweet butterfly, all over again. You're on another level. You are on a different frequency now. You went through what you had to go through, and even though that you wasn't going through it, some of you guys wasn't even going through anything. You've been a warrior. You was fit for this. You was built for the situation, because you was in their life to aid and assist them, but they didn't understand that. And I always, I share this a lot with a lot of people, that we are chosen individuals. We gonna always catch the short end of the stick, and it's okay that we get the short end of the stick. And the reason being, because this here, we are on a battlefield. We are here to help each other, and help those that's lost, and help those that's, that are at a crossroad, to try to get them on the right path. But sometimes we can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing the best for us to do is to plant a seed and just watch it grow. Let somebody else water it, because it's not always for us to plant and water, nourish it. It's not always for us to do so. So That's crazy. Loose here. But anyway, um, it's not always for us to nourish, plant, nourish, and water it and clean it up. It's not always up for us to do that. We have to leave room for them to do some work on themselves, and also let the divine do what the divine going to do, or let someone else, and let somebody else come in between or after, or, after you walk away or whatever, let them do it. We can't just come in and be Captain Save a Hole all the time, because that's not good, because we getting in the way, you know. But like I was saying to you guys, stay encouraged. You stay encouraged no matter what. You had to take your power back. You had to take your power back, what you had given, and you left a little bit of residue over there with whoever this person that you walked away from, and just like the crossroad, you see that person walking away, they left it behind, so don't even worry about that, because everything gonna come together for you, because you have nothing but good karma coming your way. Nothing but good karma coming your way. You've been, for those that's been doing what they supposed to do, and it might seem like everything is now going in your favor. You probably getting all kinds of phone calls from bill collectors, or you missed a payment on the car note, or you ain't paid your credit card, or you behind on your light bill or whatever, and they people calling you because you didn't get a loan or whatever. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Trust the process. And it's all as a test. It's all a test. The divine wants you to want to see if you're going to fold or you're going to hold on and continue on trusting. Sometimes it's hard to just trust. You know what I'm saying? But the Spirit wants you to trust and keep on doing what you're doing. Don't get off focus. Stand in your power. Let the divine, let the Most High do your small things for you, and your greater things. As long as you continue on doing what you're supposed to do, standing in your power, working on self, and continue on lavishing love on others, don't you worry about none of your bills, because just like this Wheel of Fortune is out here, just like what it is, Wheel of Fortune, it is about to be a lot of finance going to be going on right now. This is the time a lot of finance is going to be falling out for all of us. It seems like everything is folding, but it's not folding. And actually working out is just, can you hold on a little while longer? As long as you doing what you're supposed to do, and you're not trying to manipulate, being cunning, trying to take advantage of anyone, or being artistic to anybody else, you just doing what you're supposed to do and stand on your lane, you will be okay. But this person is in much regret. They are in much regret because of how they handled you. And some of you guys have pulled back already. You ain't talking to them. You probably are talking to them, but not as much as you used to. And the crazy thing is that they can't they can't live knowing someone else is taking your place, taking their place. For some of you guys, this person cannot live knowing someone else is taking their place. That's for some of you guys. They sitting back and they watching you. Excuse me, confirmation. They watching you. Excuse me. Dang, I ain't even gonna drink that. But anyway, they assuming that you're doing all of these things, and you probably is. And I ain't even mad at you, because you guys are definitely celebrating, even though it might not look like it, but your spirit man is really celebrating because you're doing a great job. And this person is in so much regret of how they handled you. They messed up big time. When you walked away from this person, and went on about yourself, this is how they've been feeling. They in big regrets. They don't know what to do with themselves. They see you flourishing. They see that you're grounded. They see you ain't paying attention to nothing and nobody. They don't understand that. They don't understand how you moving on, living your best life, and they hurting. But that's their fault because they the one wanted to do all this other extra stuff, have all these other people in y'all relationship, or either in your business, y'all business. That's their fault because they should have appreciated what they had. They was thinking about all of this, but they didn't think about what they had here. They had everything with you. Everything they needed was with you. And they choose to continue on doing all this other mess. Some of them wanted to party. Some of y'all people, significant other or whoever this person is, wanted to party, give all your energy to somebody else or give everything to somebody else, and celebrate with everybody else while you up here living, over here just in your space. And they thinking that if they was going to be with you celebrating now, but they left you. They left you. They walked away from you. So they can't get a part of this now. They mad because you about to blow up. When I tell you that the things that's about to happen for you, it's unreal. And I mean that. It's unreal. You're not going to believe it when it happens. This King of Wands actually came out in reverse, right? Whoever this person was, they were so angry. And that's how they is now. They mad. They were so angry. They were messy. They were doing everything what they wasn't supposed to do. They just thought they stuff downstairs, their private area, was the best thing ever. But now here you are, upright, taking charge, being that leader, doing what you're supposed to do because you are a natural born leader. Doing what you're supposed to do. And this is why the Most High is blessing you with abundance. Because you took enough initiative. And this was right above it. You took initiative to continue on accepting what the Most High had to offer you. And doing what you're supposed to do. You didn't let nobody, this card is, I'm glad it's not showing. You didn't let nobody stand in your way. And for some of you guys, this person had an addiction. And not only just that, you were addicted to this person. But you had enough of courage to walk away from that person. You had enough of courage to walk away from them. I hid this card because it's the devil card. And I don't want to show this. And like I told you, these people was trying to do sex magic on you guys. Tried to trap you in a lot of different ways. With their words. They was trying to smooth talk you, trying to be manipulative towards you. In a lot of different ways. And this is 6 too. And this is a 6. This is 6. This is 6. And this is 6. It's 6, 6, 6, 6 out here. It's 5 6s. I don't know what that number means for you guys. Matter of fact, I'm going to look it up while I'm talking to you. Because for me to see all these 6s, that's a lot. That's a lot. But you're doing a great job. And no matter what it might seem or feel like, and it seemed like everything is being blocked, because I'm not going to lie to you, because I was saying something ain't right. Something ain't right. I said something ain't right because it was like I was being distracted about something. You know what I mean? And I was like, something don't feel right. And then the other night I was in my room, in my bedroom, and I seen this little thing by the side of my bed peeping at me. And I just was looking at it, And I was like, I said, well, you know what? I'm not going to give no energy into that. I said, I don't care what spirit that's walking around, but they don't realize that I am a demon. I am a spirit slayer. If it's bad, I'm that person. I'm a demon slayer. I was slander and tear to pieces. Hands down. I'm not afraid of it. So and way it was peeping at me, I'm like, you watching me? And you in my room? So I just laid there and I act like I ain't see it. I didn't give it no attention. But I did say, if you know like I know, you better get up out of here. Because if I get up, you're going to be trapped, you're going to be destroyed, and I'm going to set you on fire. I said, so I'm giving you free will to go back where you came from, you monetary spirit. And before I got the chance to bat my eye again the third time, it was gone. And I ain't seen it since. So for some of you guys, somebody is sending some spirits your way, they sending things, they sending monetary spirits your way, trying to keep an eye on you and watch you, but don't you worry about that. But you guys just stay focused, don't let nobody take you off focus. Do what you're supposed to do. And let me pull up this number. Okay. The number 66666 means a message encouraging focus on material desires and reminding you to find balance in your life. It suggests a need to refocus your attention, especially if you feel caught up in the pursuit of material wealth or comparing yourself to others. It can also be interpreted as a sign of unconditional love, urging you to love yourself and others without judgment. So that's what that number means. And like I just was saying, you guys took initiative to leave, walk away, and start loving on yourself. You surrendered because you was trying to lavish love on everybody and the person, your counterpart as well, and they choose to turn their back against you. So you just went on ahead and bought your business because your love is more precious than anything, and your time and your space and your peace. So you walked away and you went on to calmer waters. You ain't got time. You say, I ain't got time for that. You don't have time for that. You choose to go and be balanced and stay balanced. And I respect you for that, The other day, my nose was itching so bad. It was itching so bad that my nose turned red because I couldn't stop scratching my nose. I didn't know what was going on. But it was just driving me up the wall, up and down. And it did it for like a couple days. And I didn't understand, but I understand now. Just like this morning when I was sitting outside on the porch at my job, it was a caterpillar. And I know this is about to sound far-fetched. It was a caterpillar on the ground walking. Now, remind you, I look before I sit down. For somewhere, for out of nowhere, a caterpillar walked in front of me and went down in the crack. And it just disappeared. As soon as that caterpillar disappeared, a yellow butterfly just flew up. And I was like, wow, I know that didn't happen that fast. But you know how long a caterpillar go in a cocoon before it comes out. And then and how it turns into a beautiful butterfly. Well, that's you guys. You guys have walked away because where you were at, you were actually in a cocoon. You was trying to be that beautiful butterfly for them, to come out, so get them to come out to be a beautiful butterfly. They were in a cocoon, and so were you with them. But you really was the great, beautiful matriarch butterfly. But you said, bump this, I'm out of here. You said, I'm done. You told God, I surrender. You told the Most High, I surrender. I'll do anything you want me to do. I'm not about to be breadcrumb no more. I did all that I can. Send somebody else to water that flower, water that plant, nourish that caterpillar in that cocoon, if it was, because it could have been a warlock. Because I told you it was magic. They were doing magic. It could have been a warlock or a witch. Who's to say? But you surrender. But they couldn't beat you because you was that beautiful unicorn. Okay? But there's going to be some great things happening for you guys. Great things about to happen for you. But this person is sick. They sick that you moved on with somebody else. They can't take that. They cannot take that. They regret it like heck. They knew they burnt some bridges with you. They knew they burnt some bridges, and that's why they in their head. They in their head. Thank you. Oh, I didn't. Okay, thank you. I don't have to. Okay. Might have one more page, just one. Thank you. I told you guys are elevating. Y'all going to the top. This is the mountain. You see that person sitting on the top of the mountain, standing on top of the mountain? Y'all going to the top. And you leaving this person behind. You see this card fell, it was on the 3 of Cups. You guys going to enjoy yourself. This is amusement part. You guys are about to enjoy yourself and have fun in your life. Hands down. You guys are going to enjoy yourself. And like this one says, this is the wind sweep region. See how them trees sweeping back and forth? Excuse me, confirmation. Excuse me. That's how, and this is on the Ace of Sword. You see the leaves on the top of the sword. Look at the trees on top of the sword. On top of how they look at them. See how they just pushing over, looking like the leaves on there. The wind sweep region. The wind is just blowing. And the spirit is just moving you right on the way. So you can get gone. Because you need the wind. Because once you get the pedaling, you ain't gonna have to roll that raft no more. The wind gonna take you on where you need to go. And leave them in the dust. Gonna leave them right behind. Just like that. They did it to themselves. They did it to themselves. You know, it was a little stormy at the time because you guys really cared about this person. You know, you cared about the job. You really did. But sometimes you got to let go and move on to calmer waters, you know. Sometimes the season is up. But for those that did you dirty and tried to play in your face, they tried to play in your face. They're going to suffer big time. They're already suffering. This card was on the bottom before. When I first started shuffling, this was on the bottom prior. I done shuffled this deck and it came right back. And this card is 43-7. Y'all about to be in a new relationship. Y'all about to be in a new relationship. It says use positive affirmations. And that's what you guys need to do now. For some of you guys some of you guys probably doing it, some of you guys are not. But you need to use positive affirmations over yourself. Every day you need to use positive affirmations for your day to go through. For a great day. You really need to. I'm putting that card up here. You got to discover your calling. You know which way to go. Some of you guys don't know which way to go. But your compass is within you. Start meditating. Find you a mentor. Okay. Thank you. This one says intend and manifest. Everything is for y'all. Thank you. Spirit said, keep going. You see the other card was the mountain? They on the mountain. You've been climbing you've been going a long time. Some of you guys been going a long time on y'all journey, y'all healing journey. And in the process of y'all healing journey, y'all been having some challenges. It's okay because you're supposed to go through what you experience. Because that's what's making you stronger and greater. You've been walking so long through all types of seasons, and now you made it to the top. Now you can see the forests and the trees because you're on the top of the mountain. You're about to reap the harvest because you sacrificed a lot and didn't put yourself into it. You did what you're supposed to do by others. And this card here, the Spirit said, this card said, heal your relationships. You already did heal your relationships. You already healed your relationships. For some of you guys, you need to, you have a marriage, that's been, was acting ugly like this. They were in regret of how they treated you. Some of you guys are at a crossroad. I'm not telling you to divorce your husband or your wife. But if you are in a marriage, I encourage anybody to go get counseling and try to fix it. Try to change. The same way you got that spouse, it's the same way you're going to have to keep that spouse. You can't get in a marriage and then all of a sudden want to act like an old dog that don't want to learn new tricks. You can't do that. You got to keep it spontaneous at all times. Try new things. And now you want to walk away from this marriage because this is a marriage. You see the rings? This is a marriage. You guys are trying to walk away from this marriage, but you didn't even know what you married for the wrong reason. If you get in a relationship, get in this marriage because this person had money or whatever, that wasn't healthy. Marriage is something sacred. It ain't for who got the biggest behind or the smallest waist or a trophy and can't cook and can't do that. It's not about that. And I'm talking to the low vibrational individuals that's watching. It ain't about who, this woman, a man that give up the best good and he can taste real good. It ain't about that. And he built and he got a good job and got some money and you ain't got to work. It's not about that. I'm not talking about those particular individuals. Y'all are on the wrong path. If that's what you got married for, I'm not encouraging you to stay. You could go on here about your business and get out of my, stop watching the video. But for those that is married to your other person, to your husband or your wife, y'all know that y'all love each other. Y'all both are in regret. Go seek counseling because neither one of y'all want to be left alone. It's time for y'all to celebrate together. Y'all that want some of you guys that moved on the way and went with somebody else. You can't do stuff like that. You can do whatever you want to do. But y'all need to heal that relationship. And for those that's in a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship or friendship, with your friends or whatever, if you know that they're in a higher frequency and they did something stupid, don't try to walk away from that. That's what friends are for. That's what, people, we go through that. If you can't handle a misunderstanding or a little small argument or whatever, you need some work done for yourself. You need to heal that relationship. But I just wanted to throw that out there because that's not what this card is about. The Spirit is telling me what this card is about, healing the relationship, is you healing the relationship with the divine. Because some of you guys have fallen off. Some of you guys are falling into your lower self, but you know how to get back up to go. And now you beating yourself up. Just heal the relationship that you have with yourself into the Most High. That's all. Some of you guys done threw trash outside out the window. The universe is upset with you. Clean that mess up. Stop throwing stuff outside. You know? The great things is going to happen for you. A lot of things about to manifest in your life. Spirit says step out your comfort zone. Because you're too comfortable. Discover your calling again. Discover your calling. You know what your purpose is, and if you don't, discover it. And I'm getting a phone call, but I'm not answering it right now. You know. And that's confirmation. I'm getting a phone call. My phone ringing. You got to choose love over hate and bitterness, okay? I'm not going to make this read long. You got to choose love. And for most of you guys, I say 92% of you guys that's watching this. And this don't have a time frame, no date, no time on this message. So whenever you get this message, that's when it's for you to get it. You might not get it until next year. But whenever this message hits you, this is for you. But choose love over everything. I know some of you guys are afraid because you've been hurt before, but you got a new love coming in. And this new love is going to be good to you. All because you surrendered, you kept going, you healed yourself, you got in a relationship with the Most High. You start taking care of the universe. You chose love over hate and not being vengeful. You discovered your calling and you get out of your comfort zone. And while I'm sitting here looking at it, that's the truth. You choose to be calm, collected, and move on from drama. And just like it says, find a blessing in disguise. Some of you guys going to find something. And I said that earlier. With the Wheel of Fortune, a lot of stuff about to come your way. A lot of stuff about to come your way. Let me pull a card out of here. Give me 3 cards of initials of who really need to see this. We have B. Well, I came out first. B and the I. Can I get 2 more, please? A X. 1 more. Oh, dang. I guess so. And I'm only giving initials. I'm not even going to go into the meanings of the cards. We got 2 I's out here. Got a B, a W, a J, a X, and a V. And even though that I said I wasn't going to go into, and those are the initials, could be the initials of the people that you're dealing with. This could be your initials. Excuse me. But I want to just by me looking at these cards, excuse me, confirmation, just by me looking at these cards and what they're saying, you know, like for J is justice. I've been sharing with you, God is doing, the Most High is doing some things for you. You got justice been served on your behalf of what has been done to you. And these people been talking behind your back. Your haters make you greater. And if you ain't got nobody treating you wrong or talking behind your back or doing things sneaky, conniving towards you, you ain't doing nothing right. Especially when you doing right. If you doing right and you got all of that mess going on and people coming up against you and wishing bad luck on you and trying to put the mojo on you, that mean you ain't doing nothing. But by they doing something, that means you doing everything right. So continue on doing the right things because justice has been served and they are in spiritual court right now. They actually in jail. They about to go up for it to be sentenced. That's why they're in regret. And one of their sentences is they got to watch you be successful. They got to watch you grow. They got to watch you bloom. They got to watch you get all these things, material and shiny stuff. Like I said, you shine bright like a diamond. Just like this dang on unicorn. Got all these stones on them. They got to watch you shine like this unicorn. And they ain't going to be a part of it. They're going to reap what they sowed. Just like you're reaping everything that you sowed in good, you're going to reap everything that you sowed is good, you're going to reap it. You're definitely going to be grounded. You're going to know what to do. You guys are, look. You see what that card says? Y'all about to do numerous and great things. Y'all see the things for what it is. You see the truth. That's why you walked away. You manifested all y'all things that you've been praying for back in the day, a few years back, 5 years back, is about to come into full tuition this year. This is the time for you. You're going to get strong friendships. Some of you guys are going to have guests coming to your home. You're very wise, and you definitely got some counsel coming to you. Some of you guys are going to go back to school, and you was worried about if you was going to be able to go. Yes, you are going to be able to go back. Spirit said, use your intuition no matter what the circumstances is. And intuition is right here. Insight is right here. Go within. Believe in yourself. Trust your intuition. Intuition, believe in insight. Intuition says set solid goals, make an action plan, hold your vision. Don't give up on yourself. Keep pushing yourself. Don't let nobody steal your joy, peace, and happiness. No matter what they got going on, they ain't got nothing to do with you. The belief says accept what is, trust your gut, change your mind. You already didn't change your mind because you guys walked away and you just got off. You know what the crossroads was all about. And this one says insight. Look for signs. Use your intuition. You are right. Everything what you was feeling and seeing, and you was right. The Spirit said that you was right. You are right about everything what was going on and you was curious about. You were right about it. You was not wrong. They did you dirty. They played that in your face. You was right about it. Period, point blank. You get good advice. You get wisdom from the Most High and your ancestors, your spirit guide. And I'm going to get one card from my spirit animals. And then we'll close this out because I didn't want it to make it this long, but it's okay. I'm going to get one card, please. And I know I didn't sing, but I can't take all of those, but it was one. Okay. Thank you. I'll take the top one. This is a Blue Jay. Intentions. Intuitions. Intuition. I just said that. Follow your intuition. Blue Jay. You are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time. If you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore, and you guys already took flight, most of you guys took flight. And if this is a marriage and it's been going on, some mess been going on for a long time, like I said, I don't encourage you to leave. Go get counsel. And if that person is in a lower self and they're abusive, I do not encourage nobody to stay in an abusive relationship. If they're putting their hands on you and speaking to you and trying to make you have low self-esteem, I encourage you to leave. Because you deserve better. They don't know your worth, but you know yours. Move on, poof along, go on, leave them behind. But the Spirit says, follow your intuition. Some of you guys been seeing bluebirds. And the Spirit is saying, I've been showing myself to you. And letting you know you are on the right track. And stay on the right track. Well, you guys, that's your read for today. Have a wonderful, blessed day, evening, and night. May the Most High be with you, before you, after you, and side by side. And protect your children as well. If you have any children, your grandchildren. And again, happy Father's Day to all you young men, older men, and ladies as well. Peace.